The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Darren Mougey made a move about a year ago that is looking even better than it did at the time. We'll talk about that and much more on the state of the New York Jets. Plus, Game 2, NBA Finals. It's tonight, baby. Michael Nania from JetX and KnicksX is stopping by to talk about both. Keep it right here. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
We sitting in here, we excited as hell.
Now it's time to get to work. Are you a happy guy?
Oh my goodness, let's go!
I haven't felt joy talking about the Jets in a long time. When they announced it, I went, yeah! Let's go! A new chapter for the Jets has started. Aaron Glenn and Darren Mougey are tasked with shaping the future of this franchise. Will they be the ones to finally get it right? We will be here for every step of the journey on the Jake Asman Show, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now.
Here we go, Jet fans and Knick fans. Welcome in, everybody. It is indeed the Jake Asman Show. Live on a Friday, we are presented by PrizePicks. Make sure you click the like button. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And a reminder, if you ever miss this show live, we podcast all 4 hours of both shows every day on both Apple and Spotify. So just search Jake Asman Show wherever you get your podcast and listen back to anything you might have missed. With that, we say hello to a good friend of the program. Him and Robbie Sabo founded JetsXFactor.com. It's our guy, Michael Nania, who joins us now. Mike, first things first, let's go Knicks. How you doing, my man?
Let's go Knicks. I'm so excited. And it's really funny for all the, Knicks and Jets fans out there, just the disparity between these two teams at this point, because there's a long time for, anyone who's been rooting for this team for at least a decade where these teams were either in the same spot or, there were a couple junctures where you may have felt like the Jets were a lot closer than the Knicks were. But now we're at this point where the Knicks are at the apex of the NBA world and the Jets are, still right where they're at. So it's really funny to see how much separation has been created between these two teams. But it's a lot of fun. And even being down in South Carolina, I still feel that energy. I get comments on wearing my Knicks stuff all the time. So it's a lot of fun.
For you, as a fellow Knick and Jet fan, following both teams as closely as you do, does it give you hope for the Jets that the Knicks have been able to essentially figure it out? It's the same owner, right? I mean, everyone says, the Jets can never win with Woody. Well, you go back 5 years, that's the exact same conversation with James Dolan and the Knicks.
I think it does because I know historically, like a lot of people will say, the Knicks aren't quite the Jets. They had their 90s run, dominant in the 70s, but I just try to think back to those points, like, Phil Jackson era, post Mike Woodson, in there, just like all these points where, and like you said, there were so many moments where James Dolan was, a lot more maligned than Woody Johnson is at this point. So there were definitely moments where the Knicks and Jets were interchangeable, if not the Knicks being more embarrassing. So I do try to think back to those moments and realize it can happen. It can, especially, the NFL is, I think, designed for parity in a way that, the NBA has had more parity as well in recent years, but just the NFL feels like, especially recent years, we just saw Sam Darnold win one. So, I'm trying to think back to those moments, like how low the Knicks were and realize it is possible.
It's just amazing that the NFL is different from the NBA in that there is designed parity because of the draft, because of the schedule, because of just the amount of players it takes to field a team, whereas the NBA is so much about who's your starting five. Do you have a superstar? Yet the Jets have not even sniffed, forget the playoffs, a season where they won more than 7 games in a decade. That's what's crazy to me. It's like they haven't even accidentally had, an 8-9 season now, or 9-8, like the Giants did with Daniel Jones winning a playoff game. Like the Jets have been bad, and the max they've been is 7-9 from a winning percentage standpoint with Adam Gase in 2019.
That is the part I struggle to fathom the most because look, the Jets have been bad. What they've done does not warrant being a playoff team, a Super Bowl team, whatever. But like you said, you look at say the Raiders, they've made a couple playoff appearances, 2016, 2021. The Browns, 2020, and a couple years ago, they made playoff appearances. Like you're supposed to just be pretty good occasionally out of dumb luck because it's a 17 game schedule. It's a sport where there are so many random moments that could flip a game. Just, a punt gets blocked, someone fumbles, it bounces a weird way, an interception off someone's helmet. It's supposed to just go your way sometimes. And the fact that it hasn't once for the Jets is absolutely wild. I mean, I guess you could say 2015, they won 10 games. They should have had that one. And maybe there's a season in there like 2023, Aaron Rodgers doesn't get hurt. Maybe that's your other playoff appearance. But that is the strangest part, that they can't at least luck into a decent season. But maybe this is the year that finally happens, because I would, at this point, be very much on board just for 9 wins. Let's go to the wild card. Just I want to care in November. I want to care in October. I'll take that at this point.
Want to end the playoff drought, and much like the Knicks with Thibodeau, like they built a winning culture over time and had this build that has them in the finals. So I'm right there with you. Speaking of the Knicks, I want to shout this out right away because I want as many entries as possible for all my fellow Knicks fans out there. We're going to raffle away a Jalen Brunson NBA Finals patch jersey. If you don't want Brunson, pick your player from the Knicks starting 5, or you could pick your player off the Knicks bench. Landry, Shamet, Mitchell Robinson, your 2 choices there. So Knicks Finals jersey up for grabs. If you don't want a Knicks jersey, pick a Jets jersey. We're about to talk about Garrett Wilson in a moment. You could have him, Brees, Gino, DeMario, or any Jet first-round pick. That is, of course, Bailey, Cooper, and Kenyon Sadiq. So that is the raffle prize today on the show. And let me shout out our first entry this afternoon. The great Rasta Dread is in the Asmaniac raffle for one.
Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Michael, I wanted to bring you on because you had a great story about the contracts that have recently been distributed to wide receivers around the league. So go back to right before training camp last year. Jets got a new deal done with Garrett Wilson. Break down how that contract has now aged, because I think if you're a Jet fan, Darren Mougey in the front office, they deserve a lot of credit for getting that deal done when they did.
Yeah, I think that's a theme you've seen. They've been proactive with extensions. We saw Garrett last year, and Brees, obviously there was some drama with it going into this offseason, but you get it done pre-Achan, and that immediately ages pretty well. But with Garrett Wilson, you look at it now, and Christian Watson just re-signed with Green Bay, and he's only 5 spots behind Wilson on the wide receiver leaderboard in terms of total value, with a difference of about a little under $5 million per year. And this is a guy who hasn't had a 700-yard season in his career versus Garrett Wilson. Obviously, we know 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons before his injury this year, and he would have hit it again if he was healthy. So there's a much bigger disparity between these 2 players than the 5 spots on that total value contract leaderboard, than about $5 million per year. And that's the reward of being proactive with extensions, because really the way it works in a rising salary cap league is that whoever's next is going to get, the market redefining deal. So the quicker you go, the better it's going to age. And it's good to see that the Jets have been proactive with that, because sometimes these numbers drop and you see Garrett Wilson 4/130 or Brees Hall, his numbers, and you look at it at the time and you say, are they worth that much? But you have to think a year ahead and how many spots lower they're going to be once other players who are either equally as good or less good are going to get paid more than that. So I think that if you're looking for positives regarding Darren Mougey, the proactive extensions are a big one to put near the top.
Well, if you just think about when Garrett signed the deal, he was making roughly $32.5 million. Since he signed that deal, we now have wide receivers in the league making over $42 million per season. Jackson Smith and Jigba is at 42.1 AAV. Jamar Chase had the previous record at 40. We just saw Drake London get paid the other day. He's now the 3rd highest paid wide receiver in the league at 35. I'm sorry, Drake London's had 1,000-yard season. Garrett Wilson's been better. And as we continue to progress through these wide receivers getting paid more and more, I think the Jets' proactiveness there is going to pay off dividends, because in all likelihood, they have a rookie quarterback that they're going to be adding to their team in 2027. very high in the first round. That player is not going to make a ton. You have $150 million in projected cap space on your books for next year that you could use to help, support the team. Like, they are really set up to be able to kind of stock this roster. They got to figure out coach, and we understand all that. But just from a front office standpoint, I have a lot of confidence in the job Darren Mougey has done to this point. What say you?
Yeah, and another thing on that note is that Garrett Wilson's value is hard to quantify with the numbers, because a lot of the guys you're comparing him against recorded their production with better quarterbacks. Like even Watson, we're talking about a guy who Wilson's already way ahead of, but Watson's played with Jordan Love compared to what Garrett Wilson has had to deal with. So you're projecting that pure talent-wise, his impact is well ahead of what the numbers say, and that hopefully with better quarterbacking, even if it's just competent, his numbers will start to be even further ahead of where they already have been. So you like the projection, and that applies to Breece Hall too, with, hopefully better game scripts and blocking, things like that. But I think process wise, there are a lot of positive things with this front office. And, we said that at times with Joe Douglas. So it's got to translate at some point before you can truly trust it. But in the moment, there's just a lot of competency to the moves that the Jets make. I feel like throughout this offseason, there's not a lot that they did that I look at and feel like, what on earth are they thinking? Draft was a little unconventional maybe to what we expected, but when it all came together, I think you see the vision and what some of the common, values and priorities were. When you take all of those picks together, you see the upside, the emphasis on athletic traits and offensive weaponry and pass rush, pass defense as a whole, premium spots of offense and defense. So yeah, it's just hard to really look at much of it and say, what are they doing? And it doesn't mean it's going to work, but it feels like the process is sound, and that's the least you could hope for at this point.
I agree with you. In terms of Glenn and Mougey, obviously Glenn played a major part in Mougey getting the job as the GM, but we've seen this. Sometimes the guy that helps you get the job, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're always going to be attached at the hip. What's your feel for the long-term future of these guys? Do you think they're attached? One has to be adjointed with the other, or is there a path where Mougey's here a year from now and there's a different head coach that's not Aaron Glenn?
I really don't think they're attached. I think Mougey has more rope because, especially now that they've had 2 off seasons to build it up, and an off season here where they spent a good amount of capital to upgrade the roster. And I think there's enough there to where you expect a respectable type of season, even if it's not playoffs. I think there is a world where, you feel like the team performance is below the talent level on the roster. It doesn't measure up to the quality of the process. And you could see Aaron Glenn held accountable for that, whereas Mougey is not. So I do think Mougey has more rope. But, there could also be a world where the draft picks are just atrocious and they go together. The moves don't pan out. They clearly don't have talent and they don't have coaching, and maybe they go together. But Glenn is in such an interesting spot because, I think you hired him and you make those in-season trades last year and you think, this is at least a 3-year process, but the season went so poorly that there was a lot of one and done talk after last year, which I was a big part of that. And, now he's back. He gets a second chance, but how much more rope is there? Because, the timeline you created is 3 years with those 27 draft picks being such a big part of this long-term rebuild. But you're also looking at a coach who, if he can't show you at least competent coaching this year, it just feels like a waste of time to go a third year. So it will be interesting to see what that rope kind of looks like and what the bar is he has to meet to justify a third season.
Just don't let go of the rope.
Just don't let go, Michael. All right, don't let go of that rope.
It's a good one. The timing of that was very poor, I think, for Jets fans. But we'll see.
What in your mind, what you from how you evaluate Glenn, what do you think it will take for him to be the coach in 2027? Like what do you picture? I can't just say what's the win total because I think that's misleading. I don't think it's just a arbitrary number. Obviously, they win 4 or 5 games. I think he's gone. But if he wins 7 games, he's definitely. I don't know about that. What if they have 6 going into the last game of the year and they beat the Bills playing none of their starters?
Right.
I think there's a lot of nuance to the Glenn conversation, but from your perspective, what would he have to do where you'd want him back for a third year?
Yeah, it's definitely simplistic to put a win total on it because I think more important than the win total is the quality of play. Because the quality of play this past season, not that there's a good 3 wins, but the number of blowouts they took versus the fact that they didn't even come close to blowing anyone out. And, they were not good in clutch moments. Like the quality of play was poor. So regardless of the win total itself, like you want to see them blow some teams out sometimes and be competitive in most games and avoid getting blown out. So I look at it that way, like the totality of it all, your point differential, how it all looks when, accumulated. And then I just want to look at him independently. Is he improving at game management? Because there were so many things, especially the first half of last year when they were in a lot of those games where it just felt like it was hard to even understand what the thought process was. And sometimes it felt like even he couldn't explain it in the press conferences, especially when you think back to the Denver game. And, he didn't know the field goal distance. He didn't, it just felt like there wasn't a sound process there. So I would say the totality of the product, regardless of the win total and just the quality of it. And then looking at him individually, how does he manage games? And then now he's a defensive play caller. So they're trying to extract value from that and, see if it's something extra he can bring to the table in addition to just the CEO stuff. So you also have to look at that. How effective is he at running his own defense when he also has to run a team? So I think those are the 2 things: overall quality of the product and just independent of the win total and the talent. How does he do in areas he can control?
And in terms of like the defense, I mean, he's obviously controlling it, but I think the Jet defense will be better than it was last year. That's not saying much though. He wasn't that great in Detroit. I know you've run the numbers as well. Like the last year was pretty good, but there's context to it. They had the best offense in the sport, which certainly helps the defense. That said, he did a nice job that last year. Looking at the personnel the Jets have and what you know about an Aaron Glenn defense based on his 4 years as a DC with the Lions, what are fair expectations for the Jet defense this year?
Yeah, I think like you said, the encouraging thing in Detroit was that there was progression, but really the first 3 years, they were bad the first 2, then kind of mediocre. And then that last year, they were really good and they had a lot of injuries as well. So I think you give him credit for that. And then the year after he leaves, they were much healthier and the defense declined a lot. But also, like you said, an offense like they had puts the defense in great spots to be effective, especially for a play caller like Glenn. You could blitz more and be a lot more creative if the other team is in pass mode the whole time. So there's context to it. And the Jets probably won't have that significant of an advantage this year. So it will be interesting to see because even then he was just the defensive coordinator. And now we're looking at a situation where with no play calling duties last year, he still seemed kind of overwhelmed in that head coaching role. And now he's throwing this on top of that, the defensive play calling responsibility. So how does he balance those 2 things? Can he progress as a head coach overall while also throwing this back onto his plate? It's a really challenging situation that he's kind of created for himself. So I'm curious to see how it all looks. And like you said, the defense, it will be better because it's just impossible to be worse than that. And on paper, they have decent talent. There's a lot of holes plugged. I think the run defense especially could be very, very good. I think their ceiling is just kind of capped because they don't have a ton of pass rush depth. They still have, a lot of youth and unproven players in the secondary. So the pass defense is kind of limited, I would say, for the time being, with some of these players being young, like David Bailey, D'Angelo Pons. But I think the run defense can be really good. And hopefully they can, force some takeaways to flip some of these close games in their favor. But I expect a big leap. And that doesn't mean they're going to be good. It's just because they were so low that being 20th would be a big leap.
How about an interception, Michael? Am I asking too much?
I mean, Cam Ward in week 1, I think it's a good opportunity to break it pretty quick. He's starting in a new offensive scheme. He's got a rookie wide receiver with him. Miscommunication tipped into the hands of Brandon Stevens, although he'd probably still drop it just like he did against Rodgers in week 1 last year. So, man, I hope they get it in week 1 so we don't have to keep hearing about it.
I don't know where you stand on this. I think week one is as close to a must win as a week one game could actually be. I know there's 16 other games after, and people with the Jets aren't thrilled that I'm talking about week one being a must win. But like, if you're a Jet fan, we just know how this goes. It's like, here we go again. You lose to Robert Saleh. Like, now I'm going to expect you to beat the Packers, the Lions, and the Bears. Oh my. Like, I see another dreaded winless start, and the season's cooked before we get going again. And obviously, Glenn would be cooked in that scenario. How do you view week one? How important is it in the, big picture of the season as a whole?
Yeah, I agree with you because I think, and again, like must win, it's not literal in that sense. Like they might sweep the NFC North after that. No one knows how it'll go. Obviously, there's a lot of time left, but the potential value of winning that game is so high for the Jets in their situation because things just tend to snowball with this franchise. It's like, I think that's where the losing culture is really kind of having its greatest impact is that, the Jets have had nice moments over the years. Like there are fleet 2022, 2023, they started 4-3, but it's just the moment that things go bad, they go really bad and they don't know how to stop it. So you started 0-7 last year. If you lose week one to your former head coach and all the narratives that come with that and the schedule you have after that, it could snowball again and suddenly another season's over and there's no hope. So I think this is a tremendous opportunity to crush a lot of narratives, to make a statement and kind of immediately affirm that things are going to be different this time around. So I think that's why it's so important because this team, the culture of this team, they just need to start to learn how to be stable and not allow things to like, okay, we lost the game. We're going to be 0-7 now. I think it would change a lot to win this first game and just make that statement that, things are different than last year.
Amen. And I'll be there with a bunch of Jet fans. So we need a win in the worst way. If you're an Asmaniac who's on the fence, you got to get to Nashville. Must win for the Jets. We have the link to RSVP to our party at Barstool Nashville, the best bar in Nashville. Free event if you RSVP from 4 to 7. I'm doing a live show from down there. And tailgate tickets are on sale now at GameDayFlightCrew.com. It's $75 for the tailgate ticket. Includes food and beverages, of course. It's $85 after July 1. So lock in your spot if you're coming to Nashville. The links for the tailgate and the pre-party are in the description for the show you're watching right now. Let's get to a gifted membership here. Derek, the Kansas Jet fan in the house. Derek in the Asmaniac raffle for the Jalen Brunson finals jersey for 1.
Jet up. Let's go.
Derek, thank you. The Dream in the house. He's in for 2. Andrew C. says for Glenn to be back, the defense has to look pretty impressive, even if they lose games, and the play calling on defense looks good. That makes a huge difference. The defense, if there are a reason why the Jets are winning games, but the offense just stinks, Geno's washed, whatever it is, that could help Glenn if it's like the Saleh 7-10 with Zach Wilson as his quarterback. Like if the defense is truly the reason why they have any wins, I do think that will matter, at least in the eyes of Woody Johnson.
Yeah, I think you just got to be nuanced with it. And sometimes I don't think teams do that. I think they do look at, talking about ownership, they will look at win-loss, but, from a fan perspective, and if Woody's doing this the right way, I think you look at it in that lens, separate the limitations of the quarterback or certain positions that haven't been built up yet and just look at, what is Aaron Glenn's effect on the team? That's the simple question that needs to be answered.
Exactly. It's amazing we're here, but that's what happens when you go 3-14 in year one. Andrew C writes in, Faria said it best the other day. Week 1 is on a must win, but it's a can't lose. Yeah, I mean, look, if they lose week 1 and then beat the Packers, hand up, I was wrong. I just don't see it. Like, sorry, I'm not going to give the Jets the benefit of the doubt given their history in the last 15 years.
Yeah, I mean, we did get the Micah Parsons news, so that's a positive for them. In that game, that defense, the whole team really struggled after he went out. So I think their odds in week 2 went up a little bit, but we're still talking about the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. And this is why winning week 1 would be so big. You have such a different level of confidence if you go into another team's home opener, the new head coach, new OC, second year, number 1 overall quarterback, star receiver prospect, and spoil all of that. The Jets haven't been on that side of many games in recent years. So it would be a big statement for that reason.
Well, if you think about it, if they could win week 1, you could talk yourself into, can we just win one of the next 3? And then if you're in a spot where you're 2-2 before you play the Browns, let's say that's a win. 3-2 New York Jets. We're playing into October already with a winning record. You got the Pats. Okay, maybe you lose that, but then Dolphins, Raiders. Like, there's a realistic path to 4-4 if you prove you can beat the Titans.
Yeah, just it's the way the NFL schedule is set up and just how small it is. That's why these early season games are so important, because you see teams go on late winning streaks, and like the Saints just did, and they're 6-11, 7-10, and whatever. But if you can't get those early season wins, you're going to be out of it really quickly. You're instantly in the playoffs in the NFL for all intents and purposes, because you start 0-3, you're done. It's just, except who was that? Houston recently who came out of that, but the Jets don't play in the AFC South, so that never applies for the Jets. So you got to start fast, not even fast, just like competently enough so you could have a chance when you get to midseason.
I saw you wrote a story, I believe it was you, on JetX talking about the ESPN FBI rankings. Any issue with the Jets being at 31 out of 32 teams?
I mean, my stance is always going to be I get it, because it just if we pretended the Bills play this way, no Jets fan would ever give them benefit of the doubt in terms of their outlook. So it's just hard for me to expect anyone who's not a Jets fan to have any semblance of confidence in them. But I mean, I think there's a few teams they're better than who get ranked ahead of them, like Arizona, Raiders, Cleveland. But until we see it, I guess I understand why they're down there. But especially, I was going to say defensively, but even offensively, the on-paper talent is kind of there. You're just waiting to see, do they have the coaching and the quarterback to bring this together and allow the whole to be even equal to the sum of the parts? I think that's the biggest question, because quarterbacking and coaching for the Jets, I think, have allowed them or caused them to consistently win fewer games than they really should based on the on-paper talent. That's not to say they should have won any championships or anything, but 23 and 24 should not be winning 7 games. 22 should not be winning 7 games. Even 2019, I think, could have been better than that. So, like, those two questions have been the biggest issue for the Jets.
Well, you look at the offensive talent in particular, because you brought it up, and I've made this point. What awful football team has a really good offensive line? Like, only the Jets pulled off that feat last year, winning 3 games with a very good, above average level offensive line. This year they have, no matter how anyone feels about Geno, he's way better than Justin Fields. They have at least a professional at the quarterback spot. Again, if you remove Jets from the helmet and just look at the talent, Garrett Wilson, we talked about him at the top of our show here, Michael, A.D. Mitchell, Sadiq, Cooper, Mason Taylor, Brees. Like, there's players on this offense here. It's really on Frank Reich to maximize some of the abilities of these guys.
Yeah, and you brought up a really interesting point with the offensive line, because I remember last year, we expected the offensive line to be pretty solid, and it was. But around this time last year, I was researching. I did an article on, how high is the team's floor because of the offensive line. And like you said, generally speaking, if you have a good offensive line, you at least shouldn't be really bad. Doesn't mean you win the Super Bowl or win 15 games, but it is very rare to see teams with a good offensive line who win 3 games like the Jets ended up doing. And that's just because they were, so bad in pretty much every other area. But at least this year, you're hoping that, Geno is competent enough, that the defense is competent enough, that having an offensive line like that should give you the floor of, let's start with 7 wins and see if we could steal a couple, get to 9, 10, whatever it may be. Because the offensive line is the biggest floor raiser. It prevents turnovers. It helps you chew clock late in the game, control the clock throughout the game. Those are the things the offensive line does for you. And it's hard to lose a ton of games when you have that type of advantage. So hopefully the Jets have enough outside of the offensive line to, make the most of what an offensive line gives you.
Uno Jets on the first show sent in the super chat, and I wasn't able to get it up on the screen because we ran out of time, but no super chats left behind. He goes, Jake, put me in. Let's go, Knicks. Uno Jets is in our Asmaniac raffle for 2. Knick fans were giving away a Jalen Brunson NBA Finals patch jersey.
Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo. Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo.
So, Michael, you run Knicks X Factor as well. We talked about it at the top for those just tuning in. 30 minutes of Jet talk. Now a little Knicks talk before I let you run. Game 2 tonight. How are we feeling about the Knicks? What are you looking for besides the obvious, you want them to win, but what are some of the things that you think are going to be crucial if the Knicks are going to stun everyone and go up 2-0 against the San Antonio Spurs?
I feel really good. I think in kind of all aspects, that first game inspires so much confidence because it felt like they did not play close to their best, and you still get a game 1 road win by what amounted to 10 points by the end. And you think about all the ways where the Knicks are due to play better or have the potential to play better. Brunson can shoot better than he shot. A lot of players on the team can shoot better than they did. They didn't even win the rebounding battle. They didn't score a ton in transition, which has been a huge thing for them throughout this postseason run. Like, there are so many things that they've done well that they didn't do in this game, and they still came out on top. And that's not to say the Spurs don't have counters too and things that they can do better, but it's so confidence inspiring when you get a win that you're not supposed to get, because it feels like you stole one and you get back to playing at the level you expect to play at. And now you got a game up already. So it kind of goes back to the Cleveland series. Game 1 against Cleveland, entirely different in terms of the magnitude of that comeback. But that felt like a game where the Cavs played well enough to win, but the Knicks ended up winning it. So it almost puts that other team in a position where they have to win 5 games to win the series. Because if you're the Spurs, you felt like, we kind of shut Jalen Brunson down for the most part. We won the rebounding battle. We didn't let them score in transition, and we still lost by 10 at home. So I feel really good because of those things. Doesn't guarantee anything, but I mean, it's almost impossible to feel more optimistic. I don't know how much more you could ask for to be a Knicks fan and have some brash confidence right now.
Yeah, it's a surreal feeling. And like, the bottom line is this: Wembanyama might be the best quote unquote player in the series, but in the last 5 minutes of the game, the Knicks have the best player on the floor.
Yep.
And that has been true any playoff series they have entered since Jalen Brunson's been a Knick. And you just look at what he brings. He makes everyone better in these final couple of minutes because the Knicks have all the confidence in the world that they're going to win because they've done it so many times with this guy. And he did it on the biggest of stages in game 1 on the road of the NBA Finals. Well, he had to come back from an injury twice in the same game.
That too is another factor in there that the Knicks overcame.
Yeah.
Still won the game. So that was a great opportunity for the Spurs. The Knicks were rusty too, and we saw the rust had, an effect for most of game 1 of the conference finals, and they still found a way at the end. But with Brunson, it's just a consistency at which he performs. It's almost not unexciting, but you just expect it so much at this point to where it's like the impressiveness of it has been diminished by how consistently he does it. You're just not even surprised anymore. And it's mind-blowing that someone could be that reliable in such a high pressure environment. Clutch moments in the NBA playoffs, game after game after game, you just know he's going to do it. And it's staggering to watch.
Yeah, I said it the other day. He's the best closer in sports since Mariano Rivera. Like, it's just
100%.
The confidence you have late in these games with him. It's unreal. And he's 3 wins away from basketball immortality. Like, he will go down as one of the more beloved New York athletes ever. He already probably is, but he reaches a different stratosphere if he's the guy that helps resurrect a doormat franchise and leads them to their first title in 53 years.
Yeah, and there's an interesting discussion that a lot of people are having, just kind of the disparity between these two superstars. You have, a physical anomaly on the San Antonio side and Wembanyama, and obviously it's, mind-blowing to watch him because you just have never seen a human being do what he does. But then you have Brunson, who has a much more, it's more relatable to the average person, I think, what he does. And it is more impressive because he's making it happen without gifts that you're born with or, gifted by the basketball gods. It was all earned by, every bit of skill that he has, the poise, the clutchness was all self-created and through his hard work and his skill. And I just think that makes him so likable and inspiring. And it's just an amazing story to see someone who is playing against a player like Wembanyama, who is otherworldly. And it's him who's coming out on top, 6 foot, whatever amount of inches you want to put with that, without the most quickness, without the draft pedigree, without any of that. And it's him who game after game is making the big play in the clutch. And I just think so many people can draw inspiration from that. And it just doubles down on how, like you said, how beloved he is in the city, in the area, and just around the world.
Michael Nania from JetX and KnicksX, KnicksXFactor.com, hanging out with us here. A couple minutes left. To your point on Wembanyama as well, I didn't think he played well despite his box score being incredibly impressive in the first game. I'm sure he'll play better tonight. He's certainly capable of that. But I thought the way Cat defended him and the way Cat even defended him in the regular season games, that carried over to that first game. If Karl Anthony Towns is going to play like how he did in game one, the Knicks are winning this series. That's how impactful he was on both ends of the floor in that first game.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million things you could point to as to why the Knicks won this game, why they've won 12 games in a row, but Cat's defense may be number one on that list because it's the most unexpected thing. I think that's something that, the Knicks had losing streaks this year, and in those moments, you always thought, what is the ceiling of this team when you have a defender or two defenders like him and Brunson in the starting lineup? Well, now this guy's a stopper. He's a top-tier defensive big man. He's not Wemby, but there aren't a lot of guys outside of Wemby who are as close as he is. He's playing great in isolation. He's been dominant on the defensive glass. He's doing well when he has to switch. Just Towns' defense has been fantastic. And the defense won the Knicks this game. This is the fewest points they scored in the playoffs so far. They did not shoot well from three. They did not shoot well overall, but give up 95 points in today's NBA. You're going to win a lot of games. And Towns is the main reason that they had that type of performance. So his defense, I think, is probably the number one difference maker in turning the Knicks from, this team is pretty good, they might be able to do something, to no one can stop them.
Amen. Michael, let's go Knicks, man. Appreciate you hopping on. It's always great to catch up.
Thanks so much for having me.
Michael Nadia, JetX, KnicksX. Great follow on social media as well. Follow him on Twitter. Always giving you great nuggets about the New York Jets. Couple of super chats, and then people, load up your calls, baby. Everything is on the table here on a Friday. This super chat is from Derek, who goes, the Jets will win week 1. Can't wait till Nashville. They better, Derek. I'm glad you're going to be there. The Asmaniacs are taking over. They better win week 1. I think they're going to, for what it's worth. I do. But if they don't, we got problems. That will not be a fun post-game show if they don't. Shout out to Ozzy. He enters our raffle for the Brunson NBA Finals jersey for 1. Attaboy, Ozzy. Let's go.
Let's go back to our feature presentation with Jake Asman.
Thank you, Mad Max. Trob writes in, or he gifted a membership. He's in the raffle for 1. Trob, thank you. Then he goes, how are listeners not entering this giveaway? I don't know, Trob. You don't want too many people to enter. It lowers your chances of winning the jersey. But I appreciate your support as always. Thanks for gifting a membership. Raffle will be at the end of the show. Let's see. Yo Home says, I got Towns in a little parlay today, baby. Well, I'll tell you what. Today's show is presented by PrizePicks. Put $5 in, you'll get $50 available on lineups. Click my link in the description. I got a little Karl Anthony Towns involved in my official prize pick lineup tonight. So this is a flex play. I need 2 of these to hit for me to take $20 and turn it into $36. Brunson, more than 19.5 points. Castle, more than 11.5 points. And Cat, double-double. 4 of the last 5 games, Cat's had a double-double. He's had so many of them during the playoffs the last 2 years. I think he will continue to play well in the series. I don't think there's a great matchup for the Spurs against Karl. So Brunson more than 19.5. Cat more than just a double-double, 0.5. We'll have a double-double. And then Castle more than 11.5 points. I think Castle will play better tonight. The key for the Spurs, they need to get a lot more out of Fox. Now, he's a little banged up. Obviously, he's dealing with the ankle, but they need a lot more from De'Aaron Fox, or they should just play Harper. Andrew C. says, I want that Brunson Finals jersey. Dream. You got to be in it to win it, which you are. Good luck.
Just don't let go of the rope.
All right, let's get to some of your calls now, shall we? The link to join the show, if you're new around here, is pinned in the comment section. So all you need to do is click on the link that is the Gustbuster Umbrella Hotline. It's the pinned comment for those of you watching the show live. Here we go. First up today is Chef Brian. Hello, Brian.
Yo, what up, Jake?
Hey, Brian.
Big game today, man. Yo,
Huge.
The first game one, around the third quarter in the end, you can tell when, I don't know if it's Mike Brown that probably tells the players or the team itself, but they go into like this lockdown mode, man. They start clamping, they start like getting right up to their faces, and I love that, man. It looks freaking great. Hopefully they keep it up tonight.
Do you think they will, Brian? Are you confident? Do you believe?
Yeah, I think they'll win tonight. I think they might sweep them, man. I don't know if I think they're just the experience. They have way more playoff experience. Just Brunson alone, I heard he had like 30-something already playoff games in his career. Did you hear that?
Well, think about it. He played in the playoffs in the Mavericks.
Yeah.
And he played the last 4 years with the Knicks, and they've gone around further each year. The last 3 they've gone around further. His first year they won a round. Then they played in the second round and lost to Miami. Then they played in the second round the year that everyone got hurt against Indiana, lost in 7. Then last year they went all the way to the conference finals, and then here we are this year. So you add it all up, that's a lot of a lot of games.
Yeah, I think that's gonna bode well for the Knicks. I think the playoff experience and all that, and just the fact that this team, they've been balling for a long time in college and all that, and they've been like in the championship games and all that. But I wanted to get just a point in on the Jets. I don't know if it's a point, just really a question. How comfortable are you with the cornerback room, man? I know there's this kid Pons. He's gonna play on the slot, but I'm really interested on see who's the competition for starting corner and cornerback too. I know AZ's was banged up last year, but I'm really intrigued and I hope that we put the best players out there, man, for that defense. I think the cornerback position is so important, especially with the top teams in the division. And then also, what do you think about our division, Jake? How do you think we match up with our division?
I think they're about a third place team right now. I think they're better than Miami. They got to prove it because Miami's owned them, which is embarrassing. But I think they're better than the Dolphins, and I think the Pats and the Bills, until proven otherwise, are better teams than the Jets are.
I hate our division, bro. You don't understand.
That's where it starts. If you want to turn this around, you got to beat teams against your division, or you don't have a chance. And they were 0-6 against the division last year.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like the only way maybe that we could kind of sneak into the wild card, because the AFC itself is just so competitive. It's such a great division, and just the AFC in general. But yeah, I feel like that might be the only way to kind of sneak in, man. I really hope we do, man. It's about time we start winning. And then what week is that game in MetLife? October, that Dolphins game that we're gonna do, that you're doing the tailgate and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's week 7 or week 8, one of those.
All right,
week 7.
I hope we're still in it, man. Just so it's this way.
Well, that's why I picked it. We should still be in it.
Yeah, I hope, man, because I don't want to go to a tailgate where if we're 0-7, that's gonna suck, man.
Well, I did that last year, and the tailgate was actually a lot of fun. Because the thing is, the Asmaniac community is great no matter what.
Yeah.
We know how to have a good time, and then once the game starts at 1, it's out of our control.
Yeah. I mean,
come to Nashville, Brian. That will be the best atmosphere you're going to get, because that's going to be our Super Bowl this year.
I'll try, man. But, with the business and everything, it's tough to get out of here. But hopefully, man, we'll see. But for sure, I'm going to try to make it to that Dolphins game, because I really hopefully we're in it and stuff. But thanks for taking my call. And go Knicks. I'll be there. I'll be watching the game, man. I'm going to try to close up a little early, get the hell out of here, and get home to watch that game.
Love it. Brian, you're the man. Great call.
Take care, guys.
Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line, raffle at the end of the show. PBM checks in. Knicks go up 2-0 tonight. Give me the effing jersey. Hit it, MFers. P.S. Who is getting the Knicks championship tattoo with me on parade day? LFG. PVM, you're the man.
Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo. Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo.
There's a guy on the line that might be willing to get that Knicks tattoo with you. Hit it.
Yes! Yes! Let's go Knicks! This our year, baby! Win the chip!
Lowski!
Jake, my brother! It's game 2, my brother. Today's the day, man. I told y'all what was going to happen game 1. I told y'all them boys wasn't going to have their legs under them. I heard all of the noise. Nobody believed me. It was all of the Wemby train, all of the Wemby dick riders, all of the aliens out there. You know what I'm saying, Jake? But like I told y'all before, I'm going to tell y'all again. Tonight is the night we show we the best team in the NBA this year, baby. Okay? We're going to get the best Wemby you ever seen. He's going to be out there hyperventilating, dropping buckets, doing all of that. 15 rebounds, all of this. And it's going to be all for nothing. Because it's going to be a team effort tonight, just like it was on Wednesday night, baby. Okay? Tonight is the night we set the precedents. We set a precedence tonight. Okay? Tonight is the night we show the Knicks are coming to get that chip. Keep pissing them off, San Antonio. Little white woman in the front want to talk all that noise to Jalen Brunson. Keep pissing him off. He's going to show you. He's the best in the world. He's the best in the world. Okay? Don't give me no alien or nothing. He's too young. Y'all crowned him too premature. Tonight, Brunson is going to show he's the best in the league, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it, baby. And when we get back to the Garden, when we get back to the Mecca of basketball, 3 more, baby. 3 more. 3 more, baby. Let's go Knicks. Let's get this chip. JTS. Just.
Turn the fucking Jets on. Turn the fucking Jets on.
King Lowski, you are the man. Let's go. Knicks in 4. By the way, programming note, you guys know I'm a huge fan of CP the franchise, Alex and the whole crew at Knicks Fan TV. I'm joining them at Slate at 7:30. I'm hopping on their pregame show, and then I'm going over to the Garden tonight for the MSG watch party with this guy on the line. Hello, Lou B.
Oh, I am so ready for tonight, Jake. I'm so vested in the Knicks for the Jets. So we can see that it's possible to turn this shit around. Like, my
Yes.
Jet heart is in this. My Jet heart is in the Knicks right now. And I just want to see it fucking happen. New York is on. It is so incredible out here in the streets, I have to tell you.
Where are you right now? You in the city already?
No, I'm not in the city, but I'm going to head out. And
I was going to say, I'm going to see you soon. Yeah,
you're going to see me. I'm going to jump right on the train, go right on in. I'm not going to deal with the fucking traffic and the mayhem.
I thought you were driving. Yeah.
Not today. My Metro card today.
Smart.
My Metro card today. But listen, every Jet fan out there, please put your heart into this for the Knicks. We need this fandom of Jets need a win, and this is the closest we're going to get right now. And I'm going to go on record saying if the Knicks win this whole thing, and they will, the Jets will make it to the fucking playoffs. That's all we need. We need to get to the playoffs this year. And then we'll take off fucking picks next year and our cash money, 150 plus, and we'll buy the rest our way in. Tonight is the night they put the dagger in their fucking heart And that giant alien, I just want him to keep on making him tired. He's great, but when he's tired, he's just a man. And that's the truth. It's so obvious he got hurt the other night. It's so obvious he got tired. Let's fucking go. Knicks all the way. Jake, I can't wait. We're going to be at the Garden tonight, so that's going to be fun. And, yeah, that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Lou B, who you could meet in person at Gangrene Beach Club, will be celebrating a Knicks championship and the upcoming Jet season altogether a little. That's
right. And, you know, Jalen has come to this beach club. You know that. I've sent you the videos. He knows this. He knows this venue, so.
We'll get him to stop by to celebrate the Knicks championship.
Oh, when they win, he will definitely be invited. Does he show? His sister lives right over there, so they do come there. He's just such a gentleman. He is everything that this city needs right now. And I don't think we're going to go wreck the streets like Philadelphia, these idiots did when they won the Super Bowl. They go and burn down a guy who has a grocery store for 40 years. They go burn. I don't think New Yorkers are like that. There's so much love.
It's celebration. It's not violence.
It is. Like when people see me go like right in the middle of the crowd, they're like, "Are you crazy?" I'm like, it's actually the safest place ever to be in that crowd. Every single person, every single race it's just one agenda, celebration. There's nothing there. Once in a while you see some shit, but it is the safest place in the world as far as I'm concerned to being in the middle of those Knicks fans. Just like one day when we're at our parade and I'm going down with a tractor fucking trailer down that avenue for the Jets, and Fireman Ed's on the roof going fucking crazy. It's coming, and the Knicks are helping us get there. Period. Jake, I'm out. See you guys in a little while. Pooh.
Lou B, everyone. One of the greats. One of the greats. I love it, man. Lou's energy is amazing. Imagine the Jets ever got good. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a 20 spot from Rick Kent? Let's go, Rick.
Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo. Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo.
20 gifted memberships to the best community in the universe. Let's go.
Get your ass off my super chats. Some of these are gifted memberships too.
Hey.
The hell with it.
It is raining memberships. Rick, I hope you had a great birthday. Everyone who missed yesterday's show, it was Rick Kent's birthday, so happy belated birthday to the great Rick Kent. And he's paying it forward. 20 gifted memberships, 20 chances to win our giveaway, which today is a Jalen Brunson NBA Finals patch jersey. Here are 20 names that are now channel members from our friend Rick Kent. Crown Prince, Ohana 1219, Jamie Gonzalez, Wad Self 6257, It's Juicer, Halston Zero Gravity, Jong 17132, Derek 3627, Knicks, please win tonight. Anderson Implosion, Beast, remember to take a shower. Homework 9102, Anthony Liano, Gary Cantor, Keem Brown 91, and DJ Wheels, all receiving a gifted membership from the Rick Kent. Let's go.
Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Rick, thank you as always for your support. Raffle at the end of the show. End of our show is coming up pretty soon because I got to get down to the Garden area and got some work to finish after the show. But I'm hopping on Knicks Fan TV tonight around 7:30 on their pregame show. Then I'm going to walk over to the Garden for the watch party they're doing there, which should be a lot of fun. Let's keep it rolling with your calls right now. Bill is on the line. Hey, Bill.
Hey, how are you, Jake?
What's up, Bill?
Not too much. Go Knicks, man. They're amazing.
Three more, man. Three more. Game 2 tonight.
I'll tell you the things that impressed me about them. The ball movement. I've never seen consistent, crisp passing that they've done to make sure that the wide open man is the one taking the shot, whether it's a 3-pointer or just a 2-pointer. The transition game, also amazing. It's elite. And then finally, the rebounding has been fantastic. And that's the key to keeping San Antonio from scoring is to keep them off the offensive boards. So go Knicks. When it comes to the Jets, the way I look at it is I agree with you. If they can win game 1, I do believe they'll beat the Packers in week 2. and they may win 5 of the first 7 games, which would include beating the Browns, the Dolphins, and the Patriots. The key is going to be if they can stay away from serious injuries, they could finish 10-7. But if the injury bug hits them in big time, that's going to send things going south. So that's going to be the key: staying away from major injuries and starting the momentum by winning those first 2 games.
So you think the Jets are going to be 5-2 to start the year, Bill?
I believe so. Again, if they win the first 2 games, yes.
Well,
because that will give them the positive momentum to then beat, like I said, beat the Browns, beat the Dolphins.
Are they going to win the first 2 games?
I believe so. Now the question is, we can believe all we want, but then the question is, will they come through? And I believe they will. But you're right. The game 1 is a must win.
Have you had anything to drink today?
Just water.
Okay.
I'm not that kind of a drinker.
Jay says, Bill, you are on good drugs. Have you had any drugs today?
No, none of that either.
So
how's the family, Jake? How's the family doing?
Family's doing well, Bill. Thanks for asking.
Good. I wish everyone a wonderful weekend. And again, go Knicks, go Jets.
Hey, let's go Knicks, Bill. Appreciate you calling in. I hope you're right. 5-2 would be a dream. Salah had them at 6-3 in 2022. It was the last time I think the Jets have been 3 games above 500. They were 6-3 and they were 7-4. 25 with a super chat. Spurs better not let us take game 2. If the Knicks take game 2 tonight, there's a chance it doesn't get back to San Antonio for game 5. I will say this, the way the Knicks handled themselves after game 1, it's not like they were like, we did our job, we're good. We got the split, we're fine now for game 2. Brunson walked up that court. He is an absolute killer, man. He sets the tone for the whole team. And Josh Hart gave a great interview to Chris Haynes where he said, we came here to get 2. I think the Knicks are going to come out ready to play, and they have to be because San Antonio is going to give you everything tonight. They're desperate. They know they got to avoid going down 0-2 going back to Gotham. The Dream. Andrew C. Super Chat. What's up with Mason Taylor's neck injury that sidelined him last year? Neck is serious stuff. You need your neck. It was a cryptic injury. He's fully healthy now, Andrew. Truth be told, I heard Mason Taylor could have came back and played at the end of last year, but they were out of it, so they don't want to risk it. Like, if the Jets are in the hunt, he would have played in the last 2 games. But he's fine now. Aaron, in the raffle for 2 for the Jalen Brunson finals jersey, he says, go Knicks, let's get this dub and put the pressure. If the offense does well, but we start 0-5 and Glenn gets fired midseason, do you see Reich being the coach in 27 if we end up 7-10 with a top 15 offense? I think that'd be the scenario where it could happen, but I don't think so. I think if they fire Glenn, they're firing the whole staff. Imagine they start 0-5, though, after they were 0-7 last year. Oh, the depression that will cause this fan base. Famous Jay in the house. He's in the raffle for 2. Jets are always off-season champs. They are not the story. No prediction for the Knicks. I'm not going to be the one to jinx them. Been a Knicks fan for over 40 years. Just play the game. 1 game at a time. That's it. And if you lose tonight, don't panic. You're coming home for 2. This team has handled adversity. They'll be fine. But they can win tonight. Not many will pick them. That's okay. They could definitely win tonight. 25 in the house. Good to see you, 25. He says, I see the Jets losing week 1, repeat of the Steelers last year. Well, I'll tell you what. If they lose week 1, they better win week 2 or this is going to snowball again. And that's why I keep saying week 1 is basically a must win. Because if they lose week 1, you're going to think, here we go again. And are the Jets able to get out from under that? I don't know. They weren't last year. I hope they could. Certainly, if they lose week 1, please win week 2, home opener. Do you feel good about that? I don't know how you could, but we have no choice. There's 16 other games we're going to watch. More of your calls. This guy's ready for tonight.
Purple about Mike, he loves the Dark Knight. He's got a green pool and he jumps right in. Maybe someday he'll get a brown belt, but for now he's just that purple belt Mike. Purple belt Mike, it might be purple, but he can still kick your dirty ass.
Oh, fuck.
I got the AG shirt on.
Oh, man.
You know who's built for this shit? New York is built for this shit. For the Knicks, baby. Let's go. We're taking it. We're winning. Knicks
How sick are you? You got no voice. You're lying on the couch.
I'm not sick. I lost my voice from Wednesday, but fuck it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I don't care if I can't talk for the rest of my life. I don't give a shit. The Knicks are going to win, baby. The Knicks are going to win. We're fucking here. We're here, baby. We're here, and the Knicks are going to win. We know it. I feel it. Yo, where'd you get that chain, by the way? I need that shit. Where'd you get that?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. Message me. I'll try and find the link for you.
I need that bad. Bad. That is sick right there. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Let's fucking go.
Ladies and gentlemen, PBM.
Hey, go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
You guys got to go back to main event tonight, PBM. Don't mess with what works. Lou B's coming to the city tonight to watch the game at the Garden. I know with a bunch of crazy Knick fans, but Neil, Snowball, Rob, meeting of the minds on Long Island the other night for a Knick dub. Dave Briggs says, PBM has no voice. Gargle with salt water. Little tea and honey, PBM. Edward says, you guys talk like you're so afraid of the Packers. The Jets have a winning record against the Packers. What does that really mean? Like, it's fun to talk on the history. The Jets actually have beaten the Packers. Like, the Jets have had some good moments against the Packers. They beat him with Rodgers last time. And McQuinnan had, I think, his best game as a Jet. Brees Hall had that crazy run that day. They beat the Packers in 0-2 to help get into the playoffs and win the division. You know, Chad Pennington leading that team to glory. The Jets have had moments against the Packers, but that, to me, is not relevant week 2. Now, I think they could beat the Packers because, one, the Jets are home. It's early in the year, so teams aren't fully functioning at the highest of levels that early. They're probably not going to have Josh Jacobs, who will be suspended. I don't think they're going to have Micah. That's pretty much set in stone. So that's kind of how I look at it. But the Packers have what's called the coaching advantage, and that matters. And as much as I am higher, I guess, on Geno Smith as maybe some are, I've come around on it a lot. He's not as good as Jordan Love, if we're being objective here. At least he wasn't last year. So that's not an easy game for the Jets. Can they win? Absolutely. Am I going to bank on them to win if they lose to a Titans team? I can't bank on it, no. All right, last call for raffle entries. Last call to win a Knicks finals jersey on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is this beautiful man.
In 3 hours, that double steel cage will come down. Both teams are going to enter at their own realm. This ain't no walk in the park. We're going in to the mouth of hell to fight the devil, and we are going to succeed over their limp carcass, and we're going to bring the shovels, because when we go back to New York, we're going to dig them back up, punch them around a couple more times, knock their sorry asses down, pick them back up, and then break, slice, dice, and then shove them right out into the garbage chute, and send it right back to you know where, right back to Texas. Yeah!
Hey, 25 spent $10 to say, hey, Beast.
That's weak. In the words of the one guy from the Twisted Sister video, that's worthless and weak. You could do better than that.
Why? He's saying hi to you. What's wrong with that?
I understand that, but I mean, this is war games. This is the time now where all good things have to come to a time where.
So we can't say hi to you because it's war games?
We are ready for the moment of truth. The moment of truth is now. The time for talk is finished. Time to get into the danger zone. The danger zone is war games. The match is game 2. The win is now. We're going to destroy whatever's left of the Spurs. We're gonna get them for what they did to us in game 1. Knocking Brunson on his ass a couple of times.
Real quick, can you just say hi to 25?
You want to knock us down? Come on.
Say hi to 25.
How about we say buongiorno in Francia or hola in Spanish?
You didn't say it fast enough. 25 just spent $20 to say screw you, Beast.
Blah. Yeah, well, in certain term, hey, as Bischoff once said, bite me. Now
Well, that's not nice.
Now, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get ready for dinner because I'm hungry to eat. I'm ready to kill, and I'm ready for a feast. Because get ready. Game 2 tonight. Steel cage. We're going to destroy the Spurs, and you can bet your sorry ass. Knicks in 4. We're gonna win tonight. We're gonna win Monday night and next Wednesday night. Forget Dynamite. We're winning the World Heavyweight title, and we're taking it back home to New York fucking City. Put it in the bank, Jack, and read it and weep. Read it and weep.
Now, can you apologize to 25? I think you heard him.
I didn't hurt him. Well, what do you do? Pee his pants? I don't play.
Maybe.
I don't play games. The only games I play is when I got the strongest stomach in the world. And sure, I might not have the happiest face in the world or the sexiest face in the world, but
You have the sexiest body in the world.
Damn right I do. Yeah, hey, you want to see what God is? This is God's body right here. This is God's body right here. 6'1", 272 pounds of pure athletic destruction.
Whoa, hold on. You're 6'1" now? You were 5'8" last time.
6'1" now.
You're
This
6'1".
is pure athletic destruction. This is destruction right here. This is gun control. Gun control at its best. And I'm going to go eat.
No, you're not. He saw Cisco going to send him to the hole, and he left immediately. Beast, well played, Beast. I'm going to go eat right now as he's cutting a promo. No, you're not. You're afraid of the Cisco hole. 6'2". He was 5'8" last week. He's 6'2" now, folks. That's a man's man. Cisco, I mean, you have a bounty that's good for a future appearance. See, Beast immediately wrote, screw you, Cisco. Beast, take your punishment like a man. You can't just leave. Cisco, you have 10 raffle entries regardless, though. Thank you, as always, for your support, my friend.
Sometime I do super chat. Sometime I do give membership. But all the time, I love the Jake Asman show. They call me Cisco Lopez.
Cisco, thank you. Jets Worldwide says, hi, Andrew C. Paganardi says, Knicks in 4. From your lips to God's ears, Paganardi.
Say, go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Kevin says, put me in. Kevin, you are in the Asmaniac raffle for 2.
Yeah.
By the way, Sunday will be the raffle this week. I'm not going to do a show tomorrow. It's a little slow in Jetland, and I'm sure I'll be out late tonight with this Knicks game. So we will have the weekly raffle on Sunday. So keep that in mind. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Last call to get in on the show. Joining us right now on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is
Bang!
Beast. Come on, turn your camera on. I know you're there. Come on, Beast. Let's talk this through.
Yeah, I got a headset on my phone right now. I'm about to make some phone calls.
Put your camera on, Beast. Come on.
No, I don't feel like talking right now.
Come on, Beast.
For what?
Don't make me have to do this.
Do what?
I'm considering I might bail you out here.
Well, do that first, and then we'll talk about it.
Put your camera on.
Give me a minute. I'm putting the shirt back on.
Why has that ever stopped you? Now you're taking too long, Beast. This is disappointing.
Yeah, well, I'm getting annoyed. No, this is fucking annoying. Get me out first, and then we'll talk.
I was trying to help you, but you didn't listen to me. I can't even help you anymore.
I'm not gonna yell and scream.
The raffle's coming. I'm trying to make a deal for you.
Well, fine. We'll get me the hell out of here then. Let's go.
Now look what you've done.
Offensive line, defensive
Beast
line,
Breaker
offensive line. The first thing I'm going to
666.
address-
No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut your call off and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. Do you understand me? You catch my drift?
Are you seriously on crack? I think somebody
Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
How about you bending over and taking up the booty hole behind the 7-Eleven?
I tried, Beast, but you didn't listen. There's nothing I could do there. A hole is a hole.
Let's go back to our feature presentation with Jake Asman.
And we're back. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Robin Boy Wonders is in the Asmaniac raffle for the Knicks finals jersey for
Good job.
Andrew C says, my favorite moment this week, Jake. Name the Knicks starters. Beast. Well, there is Brunson and ... Well, I got to handle some stuff. I'll call back. Dream. Always appreciate your contributions to the program. Last call for raffles. Last call to get in on today's program. I'm counting all the names for the Knicks finals jersey. So be sent to the hole today, and leader of Jets sent to the hole today. It's been one of those days. Let's see. Oh, Mimosa Bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 gifted memberships to the community from the great Mimosa. Mimosa, let's go.
Thank you, Mimosa, for your generosity and tremendous support of the Jake Asman Show.
Mimosa, you're awesome. Thank you. Here are the 10 people who just got a membership from Mimosa. A Sickly HM, Meta Panthers, Little Nicky Shine. That's Nick Shine's son. That's hilarious. H. Garrett, Roy Con 14, It's Dallas Low, Skip the Best, Ernie 703, all receiving a gifted membership from the Mimosa.
Thank you, Mimosa, for your generosity and tremendous support of the Jake Asman Show.
Robin says, in the words of sane people, unlock me, Beast. Beast, you blocked Robin? Bang! Bang! What did Robin Boy Wonders do to you? All right. Couple calls left here, and what has been a fiery show, to say the least. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head out to the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline, where the brother man is standing by.
He's the brother man. Kansas dude who loves the Jets. He's the brother man. You can't be more polite and chat. He's the brother man. They call him Derek and he's totally cool. He's the brother man. He's Derek, the Kansas Jets fan.
Yo, Jake, what's up, brother man?
Brother man, what's up, Derek? How are you?
Oh, sorry. It's like, oh no, I'm not muted, am I? Not much. I want to keep it brief. I know all the Knicks fans in here got an epic game to go to tonight. All the luck to all my Knicks friends in here, man. So DraftKings legal here in Kansas. I'm going to put a good $20 on Knicks money line. I think they win by 3. I think it's going to be a close game, and I think the Spurs might be in a lot of trouble because I do think they dropped the game tonight. I just think the Knicks look about 9 deep. The Spurs only look about 7 deep. So I just want to take a second, since I'm on the Knicks bandwagon. Go New York, go New York, go. Week 1 is a must-win. I'm with you, Bretta. Cannot wait to get to Nashville and meet all you phenomenal human beings, man. Jets, 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 Jets. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Jets, baby. All the love, brother.
Let's
all the
go,
love.
Derek. Great call. Great call. Derek always brings the positivity. There's another guy on the line that always brings the positivity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Hello, I'm Mikey. I'm Bobby's little bro. Have you seen Jane Graves? She's so beautiful. I love my boy Jake, but not in a gay way. I am so happy. I'm not gonna touch anything, I promise.
Mikey!
Hey, Jake, I'm ready for the game.
Let's go, Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks gonna win. And you're gonna be in Madison Square Garden or her.
Let's
Are you
go.
Yeah.
Knicks. I'll be there for the watch party tonight. They're doing a watch party for fans.
That's pretty cool, right? I checked Bobby's mail. It didn't come in yet.
Well, make sure Bobby checks the mail because it was sent to his address.
Yeah. Okay, we love you, brother Jake. Can I see a Nick chant? Let's go, Knicks. We go win tonight, 123 to 113.
Let's go. Knicks by 10. Let's do it, Mikey.
Yeah, and the Jets are coming. Hey, you know what they should do, the Knicks? When they win the trophy, bring it to the Jets locker room. See, you could do it like we do. Holy cow.
Mikey, great call. I think it's a great idea as well. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a very special man that is currently in the hole right now. Will anyone bail him out? First, let's get a live look at the hole. Beast, you okay? How's the food in there?
Go bite me. You wonder why I got anger issues, don't I?
How about you versus Cisco in a steel cage match?
He's lucky I don't got glass. I can go New Jack 187 on him.
Gator wants me to tell you that the hole is a make-believe place.
I don't give a damn anymore. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Hell, lucky I'm not drinking a beer right now. I'm not drinking right now. I'm tired of this shit.
You should have a beer. We'll calm you down.
Fuck that. I don't drink.
Ever?
No.
How tired are you from slamming that baseball bat? You sound out of breath.
That's my rage. Can't move. Son of a bitch. My fucking.
Well, don't worry. Since it's my show, I'm going to make sure that we could have you spin the wheel of champions from the hole.
I don't think so. Not like that. I ain't dying work. I don't rock like that.
So you'll only spin the wheel if you're out of the hole.
Man, it'll make my day a lot less easier instead of being violent right now. I went way, way too violent. Good breathe.
Hey, Beast, someone, you know how you get one phone call in jail? Well, your one phone call from the hole is on the line.
He's home, his bell is on the bed. That's what feels good. On the road, his bell is on the bed. In a dirty hotel room. He calls the show, his bell is on the bed. His just more comfortable. He got a beard, loves the jets, super chats. He's a big fella, sleeps alone. There's no room on his bed. That's a big fella.
What's going on?
I've lost my temper today enough.
Dude, chill out. It's make-believe, man. It's not real.
I hate it already. It's enough.
There's nothing going on. There's nothing wrong, bro. Chill out. Be happy for the Knicks tonight, man. What are we going to do to the Knicks? I mean, what are we going to do to the Spurs?
Bleed. Make them bleed.
We're going to make them bleed. What else are we going to do?
When we're in that cage, we're going to throw them around like we're going to carve them up like fucking hamburger.
Hell yeah, we are. Absolutely, man.
And then after we're done with their carcass asses, we're bringing them back to New York and we're going to do it again. But
You're
this
damn
time,
right.
in the double steel cage, there is no friends. There are no enemies. It's every team for themselves, and we're the only team that's going to walk in to War Games. We're going to walk out of War Games world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, we are. Absolutely. We're taking it tonight, then the next two, and we're champs, man. That's what's going to happen.
If I say forget Dynamite next Wednesday, we're going to win, and we're finally going to get our share of the deal.
Exactly. Now, do me a favor. Don't hit that stuff with the bat anymore upstairs. Your mother, you know, have a little bit of respect for her, bro. All right? Don't start beating stuff up with bats in your room, okay?
Beast, I have some very good news for you. Ladies and gentlemen, a bounty has been paid. Bail has been posted. The Beast is a free man. The Rooster has posted the bail for Beast. Ladies and gentlemen, the Beast is a free man, and you better say thank you to the Rooster.
He's welcome on my ship. I'll give him a hat, and he can blow some stuff up on the back.
You're going right back to the hole if you don't say, and I repeat, thank you, Rooster.
Thank you, Rooster, but you are going to blow up some stuff for me. Blow some up. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Okay. That was the reaction. Someone spending $50 to take you out of a place that's not actually real. Beast Whisperer, what do we do here? That was not a good enough thank you for what Rooster just did.
Bro, we just appreciate greatness. That's what we do right now. That's all we can do, man. Appreciate greatness.
What the heck is that? Beast, I need a better thank you for Rooster. Come on.
Yeah, say thank you to Rooster.
I almost ate my carpet.
Come on, Alfred.
That's a
Come on, Alfred. Say thank you to Rooster.
That's a Rooster. I almost ate my bed. Thank you, Rooster.
I think this is all we're gonna get, man.
I gotta go take a shit right now.
Unbelievable.
So he can do the wheel now, right?
He can do the wheel, yes. I appreciate you being available though on short notice.
Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. I was just watching the show, and I saw my buddy was stuck in the hole, and he takes that very seriously for some reason.
Yeah, he does, because he already turned off his camera because he saw what just happened. Brian Morales just sent Beast back to the hole.
Oh,
Beast,
Jesus Christ.
See you later.
Now look what you've done.
Beast Breaker 666. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut your call off and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. Do you understand me? You catch my drift?
Are you seriously on crack? I think
Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
How about you bend over and taking up the booty hole behind the 7-Eleven?
Go to hell, Brian, you asshole!
Now look what you've done. Beast Breaker 666. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut your call off and cast you down with the sodomites. some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. Do you understand me? You catch my drift?
Are you seriously on crack? I think somebody
Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
How about you bending over and taking up the booty hole behind the 7-Eleven?
Big fella, I might actually need you for the raffle after all.
All right. Hey, that's what I'm here for, I guess.
All right. Brian, that was cruel, in my opinion, but you're in the raffle for Ted, and a bounty is a bounty. Bounty is a bounty. Big fella, I'll check back in with you shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the hole is Beast. Beast, you okay?
Go to hell!
Hey, calm down.
I might lost my mind.
Calm down. Calm down. Do you still want to do the raffle wheel from the hole, or should Big Fella do it today?
You wonder why I got a temper on me? Thanks a lot, you screw up.
So should Big Fella do it, or you got this?
Not like this.
Now look what you've done. Beast Breaker 666. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut your call off and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. Do you understand me? You catch my drift?
Are you seriously on crack? I think
Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
How about you bending over and taking up the booty hole behind the 7-Eleven?
Have you calmed down? Can we have you do the raffle from the hole?
No, I'm not like this.
All right.
I've had it. I've had it. I've had it.
All right, I'm going to finish counting these names here. Last call for the raffle. Let's say hello to Johnny Boy who called in. Hey, Johnny.
Yo, what up, Jake? Let's get ready for the game tonight, man.
Let's go, baby. Let's go Knicks.
Hey, dude, my 2-year-old, she's about to turn 2, Addie, she's saying the word a-hole now constantly. So she's back in the bag just saying a-hole, a-hole, a-hole. And she's like, B said it's okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, pretty, dude, that was funny, though, man. I was laughing, and my daughter, everybody started laughing, bro, so. It's just awesome. It was funny as anything. Hey, what do they got to do tonight, man? What's the plan for the Knicks?
I think they could collectively shoot a lot better than they did in the first game, because I think the Spurs are going to. I think Hart plays another big factor offensively. I think we see a lot more Wembanyama on Hart than we do trying to put him up against Cat again. That surprised me in the first game for sure. And they're probably going to play Harper more than Fox if Fox doesn't have it again. He's hurt.
100%. Dude, honestly, man, I think this might be the OG game. I think OG might light it up because I feel like it's just one person after another, and it's good to not have to see Brunson be always the one that, if he's having a shooting, but then the fourth quarter is where he, turns it up, we're still in the game. So, dude, I'm praying, everything hoping. Bro, New York, if this and once we win the championship, I'm putting it out there. Hey, bro, New York is about to be a mad house, man. And I'm all for it. Go New York. Go New York. Let's go Knicks. Knicks in 4, baby. Why not?
Knicks in 4. Why not? Look, sign me up for that. All right. And you're not gonna find me complaining about that prediction. I find it hard to believe that they're gonna sweep the third straight series in a row, but you know what? The fact that they're here in the first place is amazing how they're playing. So why not? Let's go.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, if they do that, there's gonna give no room for anybody to say nothing about this team. You know what I'm saying? Like, what could you say about the Knicks if they were able to sweep 3 teams back to back to back. I mean, this team will go up there with a lot of the great teams that of the past. So I love it, man. I love the gritty. And another person that's not being talked about is Alvarado. Yo, when he hit that 3, and then he came back and went right at Wemby, and he hit it off the glass, and he still hit him with the goaltending, though. Bro, like, that's just that gritty ball, man, that New York plays. And I
His
loved
buckets
it.
were
I was
timely,
like,
Johnny. You're right. He had 7 big points off the bench for sure.
so I'm hyped, man. But hey, go Knicks. You gonna go watch it somewhere?
Yeah, I'll be at the Garden for the watch party later.
Dude, try to record some shit, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's probably gonna be nuts afterwards, man. So, but hey, let's go Knicks, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Let's go. Let's go. One game at a time. Daybreak is right in the chat. The series, I picked the Knicks in 6 before the series started, so I don't think it's going to be easy. But I'd love to be wrong if you tell me it's Knicks in 4. A source tells me Beastbreaker said, quote, "I'm pissed off. I'm very angry. I was having a nice day until Cisco decided to be a dick." Ladies and gentlemen, let's head back to the hole. Beast, I know you're there. Do you want to do the Wheel of Champions from the hole, or should we have the big fella, the Beast Whisperer, handle it?
I'm not going to talk right now. Try to have a nice day. No, people have to pee on me. Well, that's asinine.
One person jokingly sent you to a place that's not actually real. You're still involved in the show. I'm talking to you right now.
I've had it. I've
All
had
right,
it
well, someone else could do the Wheel of Champion. Tough. That's no man's man right there, Beast. Come on. Cisco says, I was going to bail you out too, but you would not say thank you. Well, why don't we do this then? Beast, say thank you to Cisco and you'll be a free man.
Well, thank you, Cisco. Let me have a good day, please. I need time to heal first. I got to heal up. I just yelled at you enough. Now,
Nothing happened to you. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. What are you healing from? There's no injury.
I'm just trying to. I used that bat. My God,
you didn't need to use any bat. You're smashing a bat against your bed. No one told you to do that.
That's all out of anger. Well, that's all out of anger.
Well, Beast, I got some great news for you. You ready? You're a free man.
Sometime I do super chat. Sometime I do give membership. But all the time, I love the Jake Asman show. They call me Cisco Lopez.
Now give a real thank you to Cisco because he has saved your weekend because you said to Gator that your entire weekend is ruined.
Thank you, Cisco. Now let's go to the Wheel Champions.
Hold on. I need some energy from you for the Wheel of Champions. This is a big raffle here. It's a Knicks Finals jersey.
Well, tonight is a different night, and it's going to be a very spicy night.
You got to put your camera on.
What happened? No.
You got to put your camera on.
Someone hurt me again. I got to go pee soon.
You're not wrong. I'm sorry, Beast. 25 has resent you to the hole. Now look what you've done. Beastbreaker 666. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to cut your call off and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. Do you understand me? You catch my drift?
Are you seriously on crack? I think
give him another 24 hours to think about it.
How about you bending over and taking up the booty hole behind the 7-Eleven?
Beast, just do the Wheel of Champions for the hole. Who cares? All right. 25, you bastard. Look what you did.
bastard.
It's okay, Beast.
What beast?
You'll be okay, buddy. Don't worry.
Say go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
25, you are out of your mind for doing that. Unreal. All right, I need more time to update these entries here because this is just out of control. Oh, my God. All right. Stand by, folks. A short clip will play as we finalize these raffle names. My goodness. We're back right after this.
He's on the Jake Asman Show. Dum 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 dum. Tick it down, tick it tick it dum 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 dum. He might look like a bird. Dum 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 dum. Some say he walks like a duck. Tick it dum dum dum. But he can rip out your throat and make your heart stop. If you're a leader of Jets, you might change your name. They say you'll change your name. They call him the Rooster. They call him the Rooster. He's not afraid to call into the Jake Asman Show. The Jake Asman Show. Call him the Rooster. They call him the Rooster.
Want to show this has been last second super chats here. Andrew C says, Mikey, check Bobby's mail. I believe it's a federal offense to open someone else's mail. Brian says, Beast is a crybaby. And Chris wrote in earlier, shout out to Jake, all the Jet fans as maniacs representing A+, G5, Maestro at the one-hander, Olu Membu, keep the heat off Gino, step up, find a litany of playmakers. Well said, Chris. Chili plays with a super chat. See what the Jets do to a man. Oh, we see it. We see it indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, all the entries for the Wheel of Champions have been put into place. But now the question is, does Beast want to send us to the Wheel of Champions, or will we need to go to the bullpen tonight? We'll find out one last time. Let's head back to the hole and see if Beast will do the honors for us from the hole. Beast, you want to do it? This will be making history. No one's ever sent this to the Wheel of Champions from the hole. Beast. I know you're there. You just typed not talking. Ladies and gentlemen, I have great news. Gator McCluskey in the Asmaniac raffle for 10, but more importantly, he has freed the Beast, a true friend. You're a free man, Beast. Say thank you to Gator. Why do you need a minute?
I'm okay now. I'm okay.
He's also giving you 10 entries in the raffle.
Okay now. I'm okay now. I'm okay now.
What? Beast, say thank you to Gator.
Thank you, Mr. Burt Reynolds.
Put your camera on. We can't see you.
Oh, God. Now my eyes look like a crimson mask almost.
Say thank you, Gator, and thank you to everyone who supports me.
Thank you, Mr. Burt Reynolds, and thank you, people. Good day. Good day.
Are you ready for the Wheel of Champions?
What's up? What's all up? Everybody up?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to pull out the New Age out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-Generation X proudly brings to you its 6-time WWF Tag Team Champions of the World, the Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws. Now bring in that wheel. We're going to show you how we're going to do it right now. We're going to show this shit Nick Doggy style. Let's go. If you ain't got down with it, we have 2 words for you. Wheel it now!
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Yeah! Sorry to everyone's ears. Well done, Beast. What a snap back into character. An all-time rally by the Beast. All right, here we go. Big time prize to all the Knicks fans. Now, if you win the Knicks jersey and you prefer a Jet jersey, that's allowed. But this is for a Knicks NBA Finals jersey. Brunson or any other starter, Mitchell Robinson and Landry Shamet are the options the NBA store currently has available to purchase. So, pull up the Wheel of Champions right now. All the names are on here, including 10 gifted memberships provided by Gator McCluskey and Beast's name. How fitting would this be if this ends with a Beast victory? Ladies and gentlemen, good luck to all. The winner of today's daily raffle is Papa Jet. Hey! Now, Papa's not a Knicks fan, so maybe he goes with the Jet jersey. But either way, Papa Jet is the winner. Let's go.
Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo. Who let the dogs out? Woo, woo, woo.
Papa is, though, rooting for the Knicks. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a show. Congratulations to Papa Jet. Thank you to everyone who tuned in today. Most likely we will not do a Saturday show. We'll do a Sunday show this weekend instead. We'll have the raffle then. I will post in the Discord, though, if plans change. So make sure you join the Patreon and get on board. If you haven't, you guys are the best. Let's go, Knicks. Find a way to win tonight, and we could dream that dream of wrapping this up before they would go back to San Antonio next Saturday. Unbelievable. Let's go. Big thank you to everyone who supported the program this week. You guys are the best. Wouldn't be able to do Jets Talk year-round without you. Enjoy your weekends if I don't hear from you. Jets, 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 Jets. And let's go, Knicks. Hit it, Mike Brown.
Turn the fucking Jets on! Turn the fucking Jets on!
This is Bob Barker saying, help control the pet population. Have your pets sprayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, you know, B, sometimes I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, hi. Jake wants me to ask you to click on the like button.
That's right, Lane. And if they don't subscribe to the Jake Asman Show, this team may never win another game. Let's go, Jets.